All right, guys, we're going to move the Ravens-Bills game, which was my favorite game. That was a great game. It's Lamar versus Josh Allen. It's the MVP versus someone that almost won the MVP, in my opinion, the MVP this year. The Ravens running game was all right. Lamar ran for that 50-yard touchdown. Everyone wants to talk about how Lamar can't throw the ball. Lamar needs to improve his passing. Lamar needs to, stop running so much. Why? The guy ran for 2,000 yards over the last 2 seasons. Over 2,000 yards as a quarterback. People want to talk about, well, Vic this. Lamar transcends this position. Lamar won the MVP last year. People say, oh, Lamar's not a very good deep passer. And yeah, the statistics show that he does struggle on deep passes. Who's he have? Who does he have as a deep threat? Willie Snead? Willie Snead? Willie Snead the fourth? Come on. Hollywood Brown? Hollywood drops a lot Brown? No. Mark Andrews is an over-the-middle guy. So when you if you don't give Lamar options, and then you ask him to run all over the field, make all these plays, and we're just going to play defense, and then you figure out the rest, and then you're like, oh, Lamar can't win big games. Lamar can do anything. It's very clear. He's playing a different sport, dude. The guy's playing a different sport. It's unbelievable to me the way he runs. I don't think there's anyone, even people are like, he's the most elusive quarterback ever. Bro, he's the most elusive player ever. And I'm a Barry Sanders fan. I love Barry. And I think Lamar's more elusive. I watched him on a 56-yard run where people are like, oh, this guy breaks tackles. Lamar doesn't break tackles because no one touches him. So when you have someone like that who threw 36 touchdowns last year, let's be clear, he threw 36 touchdowns, led the league in passing touchdowns. Can't pass, okay. He's got no weapons. The line was hurt. You try to replace Marshall Yanda. They had those 2 horrible snaps that cost them points. One at the beginning, one at the end. That was awful. And apparently that's been a problem all season. I didn't know that. They moved Matt Skura out there. They put some backup in, and the snaps weren't even bad. They weren't even close. I was wondering, I was like, oh my God, did they put a guard at center? Apparently plays center. I don't get how you think Lamar is supposed to do not only throw all over the field, but also run all over the field. And then your defense played great. Like, you held Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs to 17 points. That's great. But if you're not, number one, catching the ball, you're not running the ball well, the only person that ran the ball well really was Lamar. And so when you don't give him the weapons, you don't run the ball well, and your defense is really good, but it's not like the best defense in the NFL. It isn't. That's a fact. I just think you can't put so much on Lamar. He literally won the MVP last year. The amount of disrespect for Lamar Jackson right now is so unbelievable. He's 23. He's 23. He'll be 24 years old next year. If you think that not only is he not going to improve, but he's going to get worse, I seriously question what you're watching, because I see it every day. Maybe he doesn't hit every throw. Yeah, you're right. He just dodged 16 dudes, and there's only 11 guys on the other team. He dodged guys twice in the same run. I just need to get my Lamar Jackson rant off because I really love Lamar. I'm not a Ravens fan. I kind of can't stand the Ravens, but his talent is so unbelievable that I can't get over it. But, he got hurt. He had to go out. They put in Lamar Jackson light in, Tyler Huntley, who was he was all Pac-12 at Utah, which I didn't know about that. Guy can't throw, though. He can run. He can definitely run. He couldn't really throw. They put him in. And in my head, when he walked in, I go, oh my gosh, I forgot. RG3 and Trace McSorley are both hurt. So not only did you not have your backups, you're starting an undrafted free agent rookie at quarterback in the divisional playoffs. Game was over. The second Lamar went out, the game was over. Justin Tucker doinked twice. He doesn't doink twice. They're 8 points. That's 8 points. They're away. With, 6 minutes left when Huntley went in? So, I feel bad for Lamar. He's a phenomenal human being. The guy was signing autographs at the airport for Bills and Ravens fans, which is insane. Who does that? I don't do that. I'm not that nice guy. I don't know anyone that's that nice guy. You literally probably had one of the worst days of your life, and you're this guy wearing probably the jersey I'm wearing, walks up to you after his team beat you and goes, "Hey man, big fan. Can I have you sign this?" And he looked at him and went, "Yeah man, no problem. Have a good day." I love Lamar. But the other guy we're going to talk about is someone I also love very much, and that's Josh Allen. Josh Allen is that dude. He's very clearly that dude. He's that guy. Stephon Diggs made that super clear. No more disrespect. No more. I'm sick of it. The guy is an absolute baller. He shows up not only in big moments, but he makes big moments. Like, when people are like, oh, okay, well, it's like, 2nd and 10, and he throws a 60-yard TD to Stephon. Or, he throws a 16-yard slant to Cole Beasley, who takes it up the field. Cole Beasley almost had 1,000 yards this season, by the way. But Josh Allen, who didn't play super well, he had a few errant throws that I thought were head-scratching, where I was like, oof. I thought, I had a little disrespect where I was like, ooh, are the wheels coming off? Because you saw him the first 2 seasons, 10 touchdowns, 12 picks. 20 touchdowns, 9 picks. With like an 85.6 QBR, right? This year, 36 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. He improved his completions percentage by over 10%. There's only 4 quarterbacks to do that since the Super Bowl era. His ascension to stardom is unparalleled. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anyone improve so much from year 2 to year 3. And I thought he'd be good, but I never thought he'd be this good. I never thought he would be making insanely. He threw almost 70% completion percentage, which is unheard of. And I just thought, after watching him throw 70% completion percentage this season, you got to give a lot of credit to Brian Daboll, because they just got better. They just got a lot better. They worked really hard. Brian Daboll, who I think is one of the smartest guys in the NFL, he kind of scares me as a head coaching hire, because he is a former Bama assistant and a former Patriots assistant. As a Lions fan, I hate Patriots assistants, Matt Patricia. But he tailored the game not only to Josh's strengths, but he adjusted the game as it went on. They weren't playing well. Like, the first quarter was not good. Josh Allen threw, I don't know if you saw that, but Josh Allen threw some bad passes, dude, that were just sailed. And I was watching that, and I got worried. I got super worried with the Bills. I was like, oh my gosh, this is where... And the Ravens, I think, were better this year because they were unassuming. So when I was watching this happen, I was like, oh my God, the Ravens are going to sneak up on them and take this game. And Brian Daboll did not let that happen. He goes, okay, Josh Allen isn't a rhythm. I know what I need to do. I need to short passes. I need to develop the run game. Devin Singletary is pretty good. I need to do play action. And I need to develop a rhythm, get his confidence back, and then throw the deep ball. And that's what he did. The exact thing that everyone knows. There's so many offensive coordinators and coaches that just straight up don't adjust their game. They don't. They do, if you can't do what I want you to do, then you're not good. And that's clearly not the case. Josh Allen is obviously an extremely athletic person, and Brian Daboll tailored every game to his strengths. Running, throwing, play action. His accuracy has gotten better because of Brian Daboll. Josh Allen obviously worked extremely hard in the offseason, and Stephon Diggs absolutely unlocked Josh Allen. Or did Josh Allen unlock Stephon Diggs? But I think it's just absolutely incredible, his ascension. Because if he continues to get better, he's going to be the best, in my opinion, he'll be the best quarterback in the league. He'll be the best quarterback in the league. He will be the best quarterback in the league 2 years. Give it 2 years. 2 years from now, Josh Allen will be the best quarterback in the NFL.
Will Mahomes die?
Yeah, right? I mean, here's my thing. He's making plays Mahomes can't make. He's running all over the field. Not that Mahomes isn't mobile. I think he is. He's extremely mobile. And I don't think Josh Allen is better than him right now by any means. Mahomes is... He's unparalleled in the way he can... I watched him adjust his arm to throw sidearm passes where he's looking straight and he goes... And you can't defend against that. What am I supposed to do? Kick it? I can't. There's nothing you can do. But if Josh Allen isn't that guy, it'll be Herbert. I'll tell you that. It'll for sure be Herbert. The guy broke the rookie record for passing touchdowns. He only threw 10 picks with a losing team. And almost no line. So, Josh Allen's very good. Devin Singletary, I love him. He's very good. Bills defense has to get much better, though, if they're going to play the Chiefs in the AFC Championship.